Hello, everybody. It has been quite some time since I have been here with you, and I am here on Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube and on the Instagrams today. And it's been a while since I've been live. You've probably seen some things posted if you have followed any of my social media places. Um, so some of you may know what has been going on the last few months, and some of you may not. And while you may have been seeing, thank you. I don't know if Ryan, if you're watching right now, or you just had Spirit tell you to send me a message because that was so timely. So, um, if you're watching right now, Ryan, then just pop it into the comments so that I can see, or you're just loving me because Spirit told you to love me right now, um, which is gonna make me cry. So, life handed me a lot of lemons, and for those of you that are watching for the first time, hey, my name is Ella Glasgow, and I am your show-stopping virtual event planner. And today, I'm not going to give you all of the spiel because I just need to get through this and get myself back into some kind of rhythm. But I'll start from the beginning. For those of you that don't know, there have just been a lot of things that have turned upside down in my life and my family's life. And um, thank you to all of those of you that have commented and sent your prayers and sent your well wishes for everything for our family. I'm going to make it through this. I'm going to make it through this Instagram. You are greatly appreciated. I knew that I was going to cry if I did this, but I knew this was something that I had to do. So, there have been a lot of things that have happened. Hey, Joy, thank you. There have been a lot of things that have happened within our family in the last couple of months, and for myself personally. The first of those things have been we've lost quite a few people that are very dear to me, and I'll talk a little bit more about them a little bit in a little bit. But first, physically, there have been some things going on with me. Finding out that a couple of years ago, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease that I didn't know was autoimmune disease because the doctor that diagnosed me didn't tell me it was autoimmune. They just gave me pills. um, and that was Hashimoto's. That was something that I didn't really know much about, and sought out some medical attention and sought out some answers for myself because my doctor wasn't helping me. And came upon a wonderful doctor. And Kendra, thank you so much for leading me to her when I asked you for a functional medicine doctor, because she's been wonderful and let me know that it was an autoimmune disease and has been helping me with my life in that regard. The other piece of that was understanding what had been going on with my voice. For those of you that don't know, you may or may not know that I still am a professional vocalist for over 20 years. Yes, I produce virtual events for companies and organizations, and um, I did stop singing for the last couple of years. I've done every now and again a couple of things, um, but my voice hadn't been, I'm going to say that in past tense because it's starting to work again, but my voice hadn't been working. And I told a lot of people that I had stopped singing because I needed a break because I'd been doing it for over 20 years. And part of that was true. But the other part of it was that my voice literally was not functioning. And I didn't know why. I didn't know what was going on. And it scared me because that was my identity. And that's how a lot of people knew me, as the singer. And so this virtual event stuff came along right at the right time. Even though it was something, the production company was something I had always planned on doing, it was a good cover up. um, but when I did speak with the functional medicine doctor, we both began to realize that some of the things that were going on with my thyroid may be what's affecting and inflaming my vocal folds and making it hard for me to sing at that time. And because my vocal folds were pristine, as a former vocal coach, I was very, very, very much in tune with my voice and made sure that we were working in the right way, especially with the way that I sing. So we made some strides and we've made some steps toward removing the inflammation from my body. And I'm happy to say that my voice is starting to function again, but not before all of the other things happened, which was losing my grandfather at the end of January, losing my birth mother randomly and completely unexpectedly at the end of February, and most recently, losing my grandmother just a couple of weeks ago. It's been a lot, y'all, to say the least. I'm sure you can imagine that kept my voice in a little bit of a tight. It kept it tight, and not in a good way. Hey, Gita on Instagram. So I did everything that I could do to make it through this first quarter that did not feel fun at all. Life had handed me so many lemons, and they were very, very sour. But I've moved through, and I understand that the tears will obviously continue to come unexpectedly, because I literally told my husband last night that I thought that I had cried my last tear. And I will be back. My goal is to be back here with you all on a consistent basis again, offering you up amazing virtual event tips and talking about more than that. The topics that I'll be talking about will be broadening, and they will be broadening into the things that I love talking about and I've been talking about for years. Not just productions, not just events, but those things that are tangent to the events and to myself. That being life, music, business, all of those things. And I'll be bringing people on to talk with me about their experiences, and the show will be something that is ever evolving. And as always, of course, I'm here to answer your questions about virtual events, hybrid events, how things are moving, how you can make your events and your presentations better, and of course, offer you help with the services that my company and my team provide. But today I had to talk with you all and get really real about the lemons that I had been handed. And I'm wearing yellow today because I've decided to make lemonade and wear bright yellow colors. and yeah, I know this has felt and been a little disjointed, but I had to come back some way, somehow, and I didn't want to gloss over what has been happening in my life. And I understand that there are so many not fun things going on in the world right now, that people are suffering. And I've realized for myself that it's okay for me to acknowledge that I'm suffering too. Sometimes it can feel like you're an insignificant person or thing inside of such a big cog. And so it's very easy. Hey, Molly, on Instagram. So it's very easy to keep yourself small because there are so many other things going on. So many people with problems that feel so much bigger than your own. And so it's easier to stay silent. And I stayed silent for a month. I've stayed silent for longer than a month about what's really going on. But I'm telling you now, I'm not going to be silent any longer. And I encourage you to let people know if you're hurting. Yes, there are so many people hurting right now for stupid reasons, dumb reasons, that we are sending hate to each other because of stupid reasons. And I'm here to tell you that whatever your thing is, whatever is hurting you right now, it is not too small. You are not too small to reach out and say that you are hurting. It is okay. I'm here to tell you that because I'm hurting, and the hurt may last for a long, long time, but that doesn't mean that we can't move forward, which is what I'm doing today. So, thank you very much for being here with me, whether you're live or in the replay. Thank you for being here on Instagram in the replay or whether you're live. And I will be back with you all next week with some type of programming. Thank you so much again for all of you that have sent your love and have sent your words, and those of you that have sent phone calls and text messages. Thank you so much to all of you. I'm okay. I'm going to be okay, and I'm getting better every day. And as I've said a billion times right now, that this is part of my healing, and I'm moving forward. And I know that my mom and my grandpa and my grandma are with me, and I carry their legacy with me in my heart, and I will continue to move forward. Hey, Jason, how are ya? I know that you've gone through a lot too this year, and I'm so glad that you're back. I'm so glad that you're okay. Thank you all so much. I am going to go now because this has been long enough, and I need to get ready because I do actually have an event to produce this evening. And so I'm going to go get ready for that. See you next time.